Hi, everybody, and welcome back. Thank you for joining us. Today, we have our second guest, and this is a subject that I absolutely love. This is vibrational healing. Frank Willis is a vibrational healer of 30 years and also a Reiki master. I recently met you at an event that we did, last Monday, I believe, right?
That's correct.
And so, why don't you tell people a little bit about yourself?
Other than being a Reiki master, I got involved in healing work through the use of blessing from God. When you get bounced by lightning twice in a life. When I was a teenager, I got thrown by lightning. Thank God it wasn't a direct hit. It was like 10 feet away, but enough that energy burst comes out and hits you.
Absolutely.
I got knocked out. The second time, 30 years later, I was walking across my living room and a bolt hit right outside the window. And I was in the moment of thinking, oh, and I never got to the big word, it. I was already in the air, flying across my living room.
Wow.
I cleared a coffee table. I hit the wall, came down on the couch, and the painful experience of having that much energy in your body at one time, I had stopped breathing for a moment.
Absolutely.
And then I heard a voice saying, keep breathing, keep breathing. And I realized then that I am guided and I am blessed and I'm a walking miracle. And the energy work that I do is amazing because I channel that energy of Reiki through sound. And I brought a couple of tools that I use.
So what is this tool
This is
right here?
this is a didgeridoo.
And what does it do?
Oh, it makes beautiful sounds. When I work with sounds, I send the sound to the person's body. And since I am a heart-to-heart healer, it goes from my heart to your heart. And that goes deep in there. And the purpose for that is so that all the emotions that we carry all of our lives that get embedded into the cells of the body, you now have a chance to let go and release them. And when you do, just imagine how much more energy you're going to have available to you. Because all that old stuff that you no longer need to carry or think about is released. It's like a breath of fresh air comes in.
Absolutely.
And you can feel it, and you know it in your heart. And the best part about that is the healing energy. When you work on the emotions, the body, the mind, the spirit, the body comes back online.
Yes, it does.
Like Norman Cousins, when he had the healing, The Anatomy of an Illness, the book is called. When you can relax and go deep into that state of meditation and bliss, 15 minutes is worth 4 hours sleep.
Absolutely.
And that ability to recharge your body, refresh your body. Incidentally, I also take care of myself, and the ideal time is quarterly. You relax. You have a computer. What do you do?
Yes.
You defrag a computer.
Yes.
You have to do the same thing with your mind and your body.
Yes, you do.
Ideally, once a year. The ultimate, quarterly, at the change of each season. I did 15 years doing Ayurvedic therapy for myself.
Well, let me say by first saying how lucky you are, not getting hit by lightning once, but twice. I mean, that's unheard of. Usually, what's the phrase? They always say lightning doesn't strike twice. But I mean, the chances of you getting hit, and then surviving that, that must have been such enormous conscious shift within you. I mean, to have that experience and have that much power inside of you, and then be able to channel that into something productive like that. What was the biggest, when that moment happened, what was the biggest thoughts in your mind? I mean, was there a complete detach from your past, or?
Actually, it was another doorway opening.
Was it? Okay.
I've had many I've met so many beautiful peoples. The Dalai Lama's group, his monks, American Indians, Reiki masters, other healers, gurus. I've probably, in 30 years, I must have met at least 2 or 3 a year. And
Wow.
I've been privileged. I can look at a picture sometimes and I'll look at it and I'll say, I'm going to meet that person. Just like I looked at Michelle's picture on the web about a month ago and I said, I'm going to meet her one day.
Yes.
And here we are. I'm sitting here with you and being blessed by this presentation and being able to reach people. The most unique thing about the energy work, when I go into a person's home, I'll work with the people, the family. Healing takes place between individuals that may not have thought of a problem they had when they were in 12th grade or whatever.
Absolutely.
And all of a sudden they start forgiving. Forgiveness is the biggest release, and God has blessed us with so much knowledge. And the fact that we do create our reality. The energy, the thoughts that we think creates energy, and the energy goes out in the universe.
Well, let me challenge you for a second, because you brought up a great point, because we look at it and we always say, well, we have to forgive someone in order to let go of something, or in order to move past something. But really, isn't it more or less coming to an understanding than forgiveness? Because if we understand that, one, it's not personal, that somebody did this, it's more about them, it has more ideas to them, and that this is a lesson in our life in order for us to shift consciously and move in a direction that we need to go. So do we really forgive people, or is it more that we come to an understanding?
I'm glad you asked that. One of the workshops, I like to give people a little homework.
Yeah.
Take a piece of paper, write down the names of everyone that has crossed your path,
Yes.
whether it's good, bad, or indifferent. And at the end, you'll be surprised in a week's time how that list will grow.
Yes.
And then you can turn around and take each name and say, John, I thank you for being in my life. I forgive you. I release you, and I set you free.
Yes.
And when you set them free, you're cutting that little connection, and you're allowing them to go on to learn whatever they had to learn, whether it was for you to teach them or them to teach you.
It's such an important lesson, because this society, we are taught to hold on to everything. We are taught to take things personal. We are taught that everything is tangible, and if once we have something, it makes us who we are. And unfortunately, that same mindset comes in to our emotional chaos. And so someone like you who comes along, who is free from that, and has these gifts of vibrational healing, Reiki master, and knowing how to allow that vibration to transform, that's got to be able to bring you to a place where, where it allows people to help them. And so when you also work with pain therapy as well. Does that go hand in hand with vibrational and pain as well, or?
Okay, two things real quick.
What do you have here? You have a little
Yes,
bowl.
this is a Tibetan sacred
Yes.
bowl.
Oh, nice.
And the ability the bowl has. As a massage therapist, I can work on your body any place.
Yes.
Now, as a vibrational healer, I can take this bowl and I can create a vibration in here through the energy that comes through and channel it into the bowl. It's multiplied. It goes into your body. It can penetrate through any organ in your body, and you get a vibrational massage from this.
Oh, very nice.
So I will strike this a little bit here so that you can hear it.
That's loud. Oh yeah, you can feel that. Very nice.
I have
Yeah,
probably
you can
about
definitely feel
35
it.
bowls that I've collected over the years. And one of those bowls you can play and hear a quarter mile away. So imagine what it's like having that energy go into your body, into each of your organs, bringing them back online.
Now, I've also seen crystal bowls. Is there a difference between the metal and the crystal? Is the vibration frequencies different, or are they the same?
Well, this has an overtone. These bowls are made out of several different kinds of metal. And those metals all blend together, so you get a layer of overtones that come out of them. It's certain energy frequencies.
Very nice. Frank, I want to thank you for joining us. But before we go, tell people how they can get a hold of you, because I honestly, this man is amazing. He did a healing on me last Monday, I think, or 2 Mondays ago. I was having a lot of heart problems, pressure in the chest. He did this instrument on me, and let me tell you something, within seconds, I already felt relief of it. So tell people how you can get a hold of you.
The reason it was so good, I'm a triple Scorpio, so my
There you
energy
go,
gets
there you go.
magnified and it goes right into the body. Okay, my name is Frank Willis. The only way you can contact me at this point in time is by telephone or email. My email is frankhealer, Healer, @gmail.com, and the phone number is 954-454-9222.
Frank, thank you so much for joining us. It's
Thank
been
you
a
very much
pleasure.
for having me.
Your energy is amazing, so
Oh,
thank you.
thank you so
All right,
much.
everybody, we will be back after these messages.